Thank you so much for joining us once again on this program. My guest here is Dr. R. Jagannathan. He's talking to me about this very interesting concept, and one that he promotes in a great way. It's called wealth creation. Thank you so much for staying here right there with me. Now, we were talking about young people, and you have been in a way involved with some young people who have designed all kinds of wonderful things. Let's talk about that.
A couple of very interesting things have happened in the last couple of years to me. I have come across a bunch of people who are using, for example, environmental angle. If you take one of them as an example, VNS Enviro is a company's name, which started about 4 years back.
So what is it they do?
They basically are suggesting environmental solutions. You know, today the water which is coming out of factories and in domestic situations is completely polluted after it's used by all of us. So to clean these waters, normally we use what we call as typically chemicals. So we are using biotech products. For example, bacteria which are naturally available, and viruses and fungus, we used to clean these waters.
So are you telling me that you and your other mentors have actually guided this company along?
Yes.
There are other people as well. I do know about some young students at the SRM.
Yeah, exactly. There's other group which is also important, is our Mukunda Foods, which is also interested in developing an automatic dosa making machine.
Automatic dosa
making machine. And it's a very interesting concept in that it's, the youngsters are not even completed their education. They will be passing out only in 2013, and already they have a prototype, and they are about to set up a shop in Ainavaram here in Chennai, where they will be able to supply dosas.
What about money for a young group of people like
yeah,
this?
That's a very interesting thing which has happened to them. They were able to get a lot of awards for this particular product, and additionally angel investors have been arranged for them, where they give money for this particular endeavor.
Now, Dr. Jagannathan, that's okay for the guys who are really smart and very brainy. And what about somebody who's not necessarily that well educated or that, you know, that proficient? How about, say, for instance, how about a single woman who might be mid-career, who's decided that now she's going to sit at home and make plastic baskets? Would you, Dr. Jagannathan, be actually able to help her? Tell me.
Yeah, this was again a very interesting thing happened, which about a year back we came across a couple which were very, very much in a lot of, difficult relationship was going through their life, and they were having shortage of money, not highly educated. But this young lady was interested in starting a school. Preschool.
Okay.
And we were able to structure out and make out, they made a small investment about 2 lakh of rupees. With the borrowings from all angles, we helped them out with that. And today the school is running very successfully with the 45 to 50 children. And they have also tied up with other agencies. As an example to say that, this is one example where a person with lesser background is able to come on mid-career, so to say. Literally the husband was almost out of his job. You know, this is an opportunity where we're reviving the family.
Right. How about somebody, and I say lady again because I'm a lady and I feel very strongly about this. How about a lady who's sitting at home, small children, is able to do something beautiful with her hands? Would you look at somebody like that?
We have.
You have? Tell me.
The handicrafts part of it in MSME DI particularly.
Really?
We have, along with my friend Mr. Matthew Uman, we have been able to, several young people have been able to come out. I was associated with Women Entrepreneurship Promotional Association.
Okay.
And they have also had a lot of mentees, those people who are interested in developing their own handicrafts. And we've been able to bring them out in a herbal portions, handicrafts. These are some of the areas in which we were able to bring the women out on the front.
Right.
Through self-help group movements.
Right. I'm going to ask you again what I asked you in the beginning. How do you guide them in terms of risk-taking? How do you motivate? How do you give them the confidence to say, give it a try? I mean, what do you lose?
Actually, it's an interaction between the mentor and the family.
Right.
So we don't just ask them to come to our office and sit there. Rather, we go to the field. Our field work is to go and meet them in their families.
Right.
When we talk to their people in the family, for example, women who are married, to their husbands, to their mother-in-law, father-in-law, to their children, there is an aura created wherein they feel confident that success is possible when a person of experience is holding the hands of a family. So it is more or less giving confidence and motivation to the entire family. And there are umpteen number of examples. We take the examples across. That means successful cases.
Yes.
We bring them across and tell them, why don't you meet the family and advise them. So there is a lot of telephonic conversation and many times even visits to the family. this is how we feel the passion takes it to smaller towns
Right.
and smaller
Indeed,
houses.
that was going to be my next question, because is this very urban-centric, or does it actually go outside of our big cities, say Tamil Nadu, for instance?
Absolutely.
Which areas have you been in?
Yeah, we have been talking about projects in Coimbatore and in Madurai, in Tamil Nadu. Even in North India, we have done projects in Chandigarh and in Palampur in Himachal Pradesh. All these places have got plenty of opportunities. And rural is the thing today. Unfortunately, you know, we have not focused for the last many years as an Independence India. But we feel, as group of mentors, it's our duty to go to the level of rural side.
When you go into the rural areas, are they zealous? Are they wanting to come and speak? Are they wanting to kind of do something for themselves? Is it mostly men? Is it mostly women? Is it mostly young people?
Mostly it is the women who are very interested, and there is a lot of hesitation initially, I can tell you.
I suppose they put down in the family itself.
They feel very uncomfortable that, you know, a person, maybe we have to even change our garb. Today I may be in a tie. Perhaps I would go in a dhoti or in veshti to a small town and, you know, start talking to usually to the self-help groups.
Right.
And there we advise them and help them with a group of mentors. Mostly we take our women mentors also, so that they feel more comfortable.
Oh, that must be nice.
And that is how the women are able to be drawn out into small activities like preparation of baskets, you mentioned, agarbattis.
Yes, whatever. Now, when you take a woman mentor out with you,
yes.
Is that person somebody who's already achieved in that particular area?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's not just some smooth, slick-talking person from the city going into the rural areas.
Yeah, you said it very correctly, Jennifer Madam. Is that basically we are looking forward to people who are the right examples, people who can, for example, motivate the women. See, I was in a similar situation. I could do it. Why not you? This is the type of stories which we like to hear, or the people at the grassroots level would like to hear. And enormous success has been achieved, not only with our set of mentors. Many mentors have gone around to these smaller towns and done. They are not, I mean, maybe publicized or recorded to that extent. But it is a very, very crucial juncture we are at, and I think the future we see is very, very bright.
Right. You just talked about publicity, publicized. Yes. Would you say that probably we in the media should be paying more attention to people like this, to these very small success stories along the way, which in a way would be inspiring for other people? Absolutely.
I think media is doing a wonderful job. Last 10 years has been a path-breaking approach. We have been very, very enthused by the activism as well as the work being done by media. But you put it rightly to say that it may be a good idea to have a bunch of programs down the rural side and make them talk. Maybe they cannot talk slick English like the way we are conversing today, but many of them have the ability to transcend the borders and come across for bigger projects.
Right. What happens if I end up with the wrong kind of mentor? Is that possible?
I think that's quite often does happen.
Really?
Yeah, it is unfortunate that sometimes the money is a major focus, where the money is being used as I should say, a reason for the mentor to go to the mentee. That's why it's crucial that the mentee must be given the right guidance and not charged, not overcharged. For example, the mentor cannot charge lakhs of rupees to a person who's got only 10,000 or 20,000 rupees. It's not possible.
Right. We're going to go in for another short break, but when I come back, that's exactly what I'm going to ask you about. What does it cost to get somebody to mentor me? Time again for a very short break here on We Connect, but we'll be right back with you.